Hey guys, Tyson Zahner here again with day number 6 in this 30-day series. Thank you again for tuning in. Before I get started with today, let me just say thank you for everybody that has sent me private messages, that has made comments, that's given me suggestions, both good and bad. Some folks have given me some things that they think I should improve on, and I really appreciate that. I think it's important that we all know our strengths and our weaknesses, because how in the world can we improve if we don't know where we need to improve at? So thank you to those of you that are watching this and giving me some suggestions and tips. And thank you for the questions that are coming in as well. I will try to address some of those. And today I'm actually I had somebody email me yesterday, I won't say who it was, but somebody emailed me with a very specific question. And my response today is similar to what my response was to this person whenever they sent me their email yesterday. So let's get right to it. Today's tip is called Take Out the Head Trash. A good photographer friend of mine named Scott Crosby calls the negative thinking inside of our mind, he calls it head trash. And I realize a lot of you like yesterday's post seemed to be a very popular one. I had a lot of positive feedback with the information in yesterday's post. And I know a lot of you are hoping that I'll do more of that, and I promise I will, because you're looking for, well, give me specific strategies, tell me what to do. And I will try to do that throughout this. A lot of you are thinking, well, give me the meat and potatoes of what we need to do. And guys, honestly, what happens in between here and here, that's the meat and potatoes. It's about creating a mind shift. It's why in the very first day we talked about redefining in your mind what sales really is and not thinking of sales as a 4-letter word. And so today we're talking about getting the negative thoughts out of your mind. Don't allow yourself to dwell on negative outcomes. If I have a poor sale, I don't dwell on that, right? It's just one sale. A lot of people, they continue their downward spiral because they'll say, oh man, I had a really terrible sale today, I must be really bad, or man, I'm a really awful photographer, or I'm a really bad salesperson. And then what does that do? It breeds more negativity in their mind, and the next day they get worse and they get worse and they get worse. Whereas success breeds more success. Instead of saying, gee, I suck at sales, instead what I say is, well, here are some things I'm not fantastic at, right? Or if you're like, man, I really suck at such and such. Using that kind of language in your mind just breeds more negativity. And I know this sounds very, very new age and, always think positive thoughts and stuff, but I can't tell you how big of a difference changing my way of thinking has made in my approach to my business and in my sales and in the success that I've had. And the more success you achieve, if you focus on that, the more you're going to have. I'll use Donald Trump as an example. How is it that Donald Trump could go completely bankrupt and build an empire back up even larger than before? If he had focused on his failure, if he had focused on his bankruptcy and wondered, oh man, is this going to happen again? Do you think that he would have rebuilt his empire? And regardless of what you think of Donald Trump as a person, and there's no doubting that it's pretty impressive what he's done to go completely bankrupt and then to build an empire back up again. So I think there's something to be said for really being careful about where we allow our minds to go and what we allow our thoughts to dictate in our mind. One other example here in my own business, there was a particular number in my sales, in my photography sales, that I won't say what it was, but there was a very particular number that I was very uncomfortable with. That getting above that number, I just thought, how in the world, well, nobody would ever spend that much money on pictures. Well, who am I to decide what someone values? Who am I to put a value on what somebody else feels about portraiture or about art or memories of their children or the high school senior in their life? Who am I to put that value on it for them? I simply set a price. If the market allows for that price and business is up, then the price is right, yes? So don't allow yourself to say, well, nobody's going to pay that dollar amount. Of course you have to be realistic and you have to sort of test the market, but there was a time when I would not make sales above a certain number. It's not because the number wasn't on my price list, it was, But I never sold that package or larger because my mind never went there. I wouldn't allow my mind to go there, and I almost made excuses for my clients for even having that package on there. Once I started having positive thinking and saying, my work is worth that amount, and the products that are in there are worth that amount, and the people that I'm selling it to value it at that dollar amount, I no longer had to apologize for that number, and the positive thinking in my mind regarding those particular packages allowed me to start selling them. It just was a matter of taking out the head trash. Take out the head trash. So I hope this post today has been helpful. Tomorrow we'll be talking about something new on day 7. We'll see you then. Thanks. Bye.